Hello everyone, this is Zooc, and today I'm going to be drawing, I don't know what the fuck that is, my Halloween monster, which I should probably name. Let's see, let's call it Bob. So today I'm going to be drawing Bob the Halloween monster. I used a lot of the ideas that were posted on Facebook in that thread I mentioned a while ago. People had a lot of good ideas. Also, they had a lot of really bad ideas, which I obviously did not incorporate in creating this particular creature. But I used some of the good ones, and it's interesting to see what people come up with, because I have my own ideas, but it's always nice to get a different perspective on what people see as, disgusting and gruesome, etc. So I used a bit of my own conceptual ideas and some of the guys that posted there as well, and came up with this very disgusting, gross creature. Let's see. I should probably go through the list of what traits I incorporated in him from the list on Facebook. So I started off with a turkey head. I had no idea what it would look like. I just started with, some guy said a turkey head, and I found it funny, it's more something that I would do for Thanksgiving, I guess. But I don't know, I like the idea. So I drew a turkey head with this little wattle thing that it has on the beak. And then I thought that some other guy wanted like Hydralisk jaws, and some other guy wanted predator jaws. So I just drew like a pair of jaws there that are really neither predator nor Hydralisk. They're more like sort of a skeletal jaw with two big fangs. I guess it would be like a tiger skeleton jaw that are sewed to, or sewn to the turkey head. It makes a lot of sense so far, I know. And then I drew the horns, because obviously I like horns as well as much as the next guy. And, there's a worm coming out of his eye socket, and his eyeball is falling out. And he's got an arrow stuck through his head, from fights that he's been in. So it's when starting off a character like this, it's good to have like sort of a general story of why it is, how it is, and like how it came about or how it was created. So, I can just make up a story on the spot. Let's say, for example, a mad scientist in a village, classic Frankenstein story. He was making this pet out of various, and will people stop fucking messaging me on Skype? They were making like various animals and experiments, and like from various body types, and something went wrong, and the guy or the creature sort of rebelled against its master and killed him before the creature was finished, and then he went on this killing rampage. And it's a sentient creature. It has an intelligence of its own. He's carrying around this little pumpkin head lamp there as a source of light, because he doesn't see in the dark as his eyeballs are hanging out. And he walks around killing and maiming, villagers in the respective town, and he has like their skulls hung around its neck as trophies. So it's good to have a story, because when you have sort of a logical reason for why the creature is how it is, then things start making sense. And when things make sense, it's easier to draw them. So let's see here. Have my little sketch. So then I drew a fleshy hand that's hanging off his body. It's been mangled in combat, or it's been tore apart by animals in the village, whatever. It doesn't matter. So it's like sort of a human hand, but very large and muscular, and sort of it's just dragging it on the ground, and it has like ribs sticking out of him, because, as I said, the creature wasn't finished by the time he killed his master. And there's of course guts spilling out of him, so he's just dragging those around all over the place, because he's got nothing better to do. And there's various pieces of bone sticking out of him, and flabs of skin hanging. There's like torn skin, torn flesh, like sewn on limbs. With some other guy suggested that I should do like an Amnesia styled web blade attached to limbs. So I did that, incorporated two of those on his back, and he's got a little arrow through his head, and a pitchfork in his back. So some other guys suggested that as well. So I sort of combine those two, so he's been attacked by villagers, but he's still living, and he's still going about with his little pumpkin head lamp on Halloween, just killing and eating YouTube haters and trolls. It's all good. The guy's doing his thing, and there's like a mutated sort of leg there, bent at a very weird angle. Can't really tell the skeletal structure of this guy. Is like a sort of a glob of flesh, and like a construct sort of golem thing going about, and he's got a tail with carapace. No idea where the mad scientist got that from, because it's not like you can dig up a a mutt and just find a tail with carapace on it. But it doesn't matter, it's a fantastic creature. Anything is possible. Hell, maybe it's a dragon tail or a sort of a lizard tail. Anything goes in a universe like this. So, I just sort of went along and like read through the Facebook comments and came up with something that's truly, truly disgusting. I could probably think of more stuff. I mean, as I said, the ideas were just flowing. People were going crazy there. But I'm quite pleased with how it came out. There's like a centipede crawling out of his eye socket because people wanted worms, and his body is full of like warts and various pus-filled zits, and just a bunch of nasty shit. Really, really nasty shit. It was fun to draw because you can just like let your imagination loose, and I hadn't done an original creature in a very, very long time, so this was sort of a new thing for me. So it was fun. The drawing took about 5.5 hours, so it wasn't extremely long or anything. I was planning on doing it yesterday, but halfway through my friend called me and we went out to get drunk, and the night ended up being a complete failure. We went to this club that was just full of couples, like seriously, people making out all over the place. And there was these jerk-offs sitting on the side. There's always people sitting on the side like that had come there with a group of friends, and nobody was talking to them or saying it, and they were just like sitting there nodding their heads to the songs and looking at girls dancing and shit. It was really, really sad, and it just got me depressed. I drank like I don't know how many fucking types of booze. I think I had rum, whiskey, Jägermeister of all things, beer, wine. I just mixed the whole shit up. I was just sort of aiming to get wasted, and that didn't even end up happening. So I just kind of said screw it, and at about 3 a.m. I just went home and went to bed, and woke up today and continued my drawing. So I'm still sort of a bit hungover, but not that much. Anyway, completely derailing from the subject at hand. So this is my monster. It's not perfect, but it's mine and I like it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it too, and I'll probably repeat experiments like this in the future because it's fun to see what people say and how I combine their ideas into a work of art, if you want to call it that. I mean, it's truly disgusting, but it's awesome because I love this sort of shit. I was born to draw this sort of shit. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a nice Halloween with screaming children knocking on your door every 5 minutes. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Please rate this video if you liked it. Thank you. Bye-bye.